Washington's vaccine deadline is fast approaching. Thousands of state workers have until next Monday to either get the shot or face losing their job. And so far, the mandate is working.
And we're going to take you outside as the sun comes up. We're talking the coldest time of the day, and the coldest morning so far this season.
If you live in Spokane and you're behind on paying your utility bill, you now have more time to catch up. This morning, the important extension you might have missed from last night's city council meeting.
Look at this. So this will put the Great Pumpkin to shame. This morning, a Washington grower is taking home the blue ribbon and a huge chunk of change.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us on this very chilly Tuesday morning.
It is very chilly. Don't be fooled by that nice sunrise there.
Exactly.
It'll help a little bit, but still very cold. Glad to have you here with us on the show. This is a live look of downtown Spokane right now. If you're just waking up, you know it is a little bit cold once you get out of your covers. You're like, whoa,
Oh, yes.
Can I go back to bed?
I know, right? And get this, tomorrow, well, the forecast could make your morning commute a little challenging. Let's go ahead and get right to the forecast with Jeremy. Jeremy, we didn't even let you outside right now. It's that cold.
I know, thanks. Hey,
Warm up his fingers.
I appreciate it. My fingers work right now. Oh man, actually they kind of don't. But early on this morning, ooh, it's a chilly one. Don't let that fool you. Temperatures sit as cold as we were yesterday. I was just kind of looking around town and I checked a few spots close to Spokane because as you look here, 29 in Coeur d'Alene, 23 in Deer Park. You make your way up Sandpoint, 23 there. How about Hayden, 28? How about 9 Mile Falls, 26? 22 at the Y. Oh, it's chilly. 27 in downtown Spokane. You move out to, say Ritzville, you're now down to 22 as we cool a bit before the sun starts warming us up. 29 in Omak, 29 in Grand Coulee, 24 in Pullman. We're at the chilliest point of the day. As the sun starts to heat things up, we'll see temperatures rise, but for now, just know freeze warnings and frost advisories pretty widespread. Believe it or not, watch this. This is kind of fascinating. I zoom out, I slide down, I zoom out again, and all the way down to the U.S.-Mexico border, we have freeze warnings in place for how cold it is, and well, it's not any exception here. We've got cold temperatures and clear skies overhead to start the day. By this afternoon, we'll see a couple clouds build in. Temps top out in the mid-50s. Not all that bad. Clouds overnight. And that precedes our cold front that moves in. We'll see those clouds build and the chance of rain and even a little snow move in. Here in Spokane, most of what we see is rain. You get up on the South Hill, might see a little bit of snow mixing in with it, but it melts as fast as it falls, eventually moving into the higher elevations by the afternoon and clearing out as we head into Wednesday night. So for now, just know today's cold, tomorrow, chance of snow and pretty cold as well.
All right, it's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time.
First up, police arrested a man accused of shooting and killing a woman in Spokane Valley. The shooting happened on Sunday at a home on North Wilbur Road. Police say 42-year-old Jason Woodleaf was drunk when he got into a fight with a woman and shot her. Police have not identified the victim. The shooter is now in jail for second-degree murder charges. His bond is set at $1 million.
State leaders are vowing to fight a decision that could impact your insurance rates. Last week, a judge overturned a statewide emergency rule that banned insurers from tying credit scores to consumers' insurance rates. The governor and insurance commissioner banned that practice last year, saying it unfairly impacts people of color and low-income consumers. The insurance commissioner says he's considering options to respond to the ruling.
Public comment is now open for anyone who wants to give feedback on Washington's proposed political districts. Right now, they are drawing the boundaries. Lawmakers have until November 15th to finalize boundaries for the state's legislative and congressional districts. If you want to give feedback, you can text the word DRAW to 509-448-2000. We'll send a link right to your phone.
The city will honor the local man credited with saving Spokane's clock tower this week. 50 years ago, the city actually planned to tear it down, but one man led a charge to keep it, and now it's one of our most iconic landmarks.
Behind me, that was slated to be demolished along with the depot, and if it wasn't for Jerry Quinn Sr., that would probably be gone today.
And that's something to take on City Hall. It's not for the weak of heart.
There will be a public ceremony to honor Jerry tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the base of the clock tower.
Well, a Washington grower just won the Super Bowl of pumpkin weigh-offs. Take a look at this. Oh, what a special moment. So Jeff Olmeyer from Olympia grew this 2,191-pound pumpkin, and now he's $19,000 richer. He took home the prize at this year's 48th Safeway World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in California.
It's been a long season, but I started the seed in April and was able to pollinate it mid-June, and the pumpkin took off, and this is what I ended up with.
Wow. Well, when asked how he grew his pumpkin, Jeff says he went back to the basics with good soil practices and plant management.
That's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. Right now, Washington hospital leaders say they're concerned about vaccinations, but not in hospitals, in long-term care facilities.
This week, the head of the Washington State Hospital Association said less than 5% of healthcare workers at hospitals might not be vaccinated in time to meet that deadline, but the rate may be higher at long-term care facilities.
We know that there's a concern about the vaccine compliance in those settings, and that we could end up with long-term care facilities that are unable to accept patients or might not even be able to care for the patients that they have in-house.
Right now, 88% of hospital workers are vaccinated in Washington. The other 12% isn't necessarily unvaccinated. They just haven't shown proof of a vaccine yet.
State leaders are anticipating 2 to 5% of hospital staff could leave their jobs because of the mandate. That's roughly 3,000 to 7,000 hospital workers statewide.
Now, in the meantime, the Spokane Valley Fire Department is definitely ready for the state's vaccination deadline. As of this week, 88% of the employees there are fully vaccinated.
12% or 22 people are approved for the exemption, and that means the department won't lose a single firefighter.
Our end goal from day one was fully comply with the mandate, which is in essence a law for us, and secondly, not lose any of our employees, and we succeeded in both of those.
Exempt employees will be tested daily and will have to wear an N95 mask while on duty.
So the vaccine deadline for healthcare workers, teachers, firefighters, and other state employees is next Monday. Nearly 92% of Washington state employees have proven that they have received the vaccine. Around this time last month, only 49% were vaccinated.
Release the Kraken. Today is the first game of the regular season.
That's right, and fans are already in Vegas, ready to watch the historic first game.
Plus, Spokane City Council just passed another extension for residents who are behind on their utility bills. What you missed during last night's meeting.
As we enter flu season, it can be tricky to tell the difference between having the common cold and COVID-19. So we're sharing 3 things you need to know about telling the differences.
In case you missed it, last night a group gathered at City Hall to commemorate Indigenous Peoples Day. It was the 6th annual Spokane celebration, and this year felt a little bit extra special because it's the first time ever a president has proclaimed it a national holiday.
The feeling for me is indescribable. I honestly feel like I said, empowered, as an Indigenous woman. It makes me feel really good because there's recognition there.
We'll be right back with more Up with KREM.